Let me ask you a question. Seriously, think about it. When was the last time you did a search on Google and actually clicked on one of those, the classic 10 blue links? It's getting rarer and rarer, right? Because more and more, we're not just looking for a link to a website, we're looking for an answer. And that tiny little shift in how we behave, it's about to completely upend the internet as we know it. To really get it, we first need to rethink what a search engine even is anymore.
So, to really wrap our heads around this huge shift, we need a good metaphor. For decades, search engines have basically been signposts. But now they're turning into librarians. And believe me, the difference between those two jobs is absolutely everything.
For the longest time, search worked just like a signpost on the highway. You'd type something in, and it would just point you in a bunch of different directions. It'd say, hey, here are 10 websites that might have what you're looking for. Good luck. The actual work of finding the answer, that was all on you. You had to do the clicking, the scrolling, the reading, the figuring it all out. But now, well, we are entering the age of the librarian. Instead of just pointing you to the right aisle in the library, the search engine now goes and reads all the books for you. It synthesizes all that information, and then it just hands you this neat, perfect little summary. It doesn't point you to the answer anymore, it is the answer.
And you can take this analogy even deeper. Old search was kind of like a digital version of a library index card. It told you where the information was, but that was pretty much it. New search, though, whoa. It's like having your own personal research assistant who does all the heavy lifting, reads everything, and just presents you with the final report. It's incredibly powerful, and man, is it convenient.
So this brand new world of convenience, it has a name. People are calling it the zero-click revolution. And that's because the ultimate goal here is to get you what you need with, well, zero extra effort, zero extra clicks.
A zero-click search is, exactly what it sounds like. It satisfies your question right there on the results page. Doesn't matter if it's the weather, or how tall an actor is, or even a summary of some really complex topic. You get the info you need, and you never, ever have to leave the search engine.
And look, this isn't some far-off, futuristic idea. It is happening right now. You've probably already seen it with Google's new AI overviews, or maybe you've even used dedicated tools like Perplexity or Arc Search. These guys are the pioneers of this new era. They're the first real answer engines.
And this really gets to the heart of the whole thing. The entire exchange of information, it now happens on one page, the search page. Just like the quote says, the user gets the info without ever visiting a publisher site. The traditional link between you, the searcher, and the website that actually created the information, it's being broken.
But, and this is a huge but, this incredible convenience for us, the users, it comes at a massive, massive potential cost for everyone else. In fact, some people are even calling it the Great Traffic Heist.
I mean, this is the multi-billion-dollar question, isn't it? Let's be honest with ourselves for a second. If the AI-powered summary on the page gives you everything you need, what's your motivation to actually click through to the original source? For most of our day-to-day searches, the answer is, there is no motivation. None.
And this simple chart right here shows the potential devastation. You've got millions of websites out there, news organizations, recipe blogs, small businesses, you name it. And their lifeblood is traffic from search. That's how they survive. So if that traffic just vanishes because the search engine is answering all the questions by itself, their entire model just collapses. And that, right there, is the existential crisis facing the entire open internet. The very creators, the publishers, the experts who produce all the knowledge that these AI models are trained on, they could be driven out of business by the very tools they're feeding. So, how do they survive? To be frank, nobody really knows yet.
So where does all this lead? Well, this isn't just a trend, it's a fundamental paradigm shift. We are leading one era behind and walking straight into another. Welcome to the age of answer engine.
Now, I know that's a bold statement, but it is becoming more true with every single passing day. The very idea of a search engine as just a list of links, a simple directory, it's starting to feel like a relic of an older internet. It's just not what we want anymore. What we want is this, an answer engine. A single, super intelligent interface that synthesizes the entire internet for us and gives us a direct, concise, and reliable answer. The company that perfects this is going to own the future of how we all get information, period. And so that brings us right back to our library. We all now have these amazing personal librarians in our pockets, giving us answers in a split second. But it leaves us with one final kind of haunting question. If the websites that write the original books, if they stop producing them because they just can't survive anymore, what will our librarians have left to read?